How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy, and welcome to our video on the channel. Today, guys, I wanted to discuss the rumors that had gone around last year about the Disney Plus TV show. Is this show still being planned? Why haven't we heard anything about it? There's been plenty of things announced since then for Disney Plus, and none of them have been Kingdom Hearts related. So what exactly is going on with the show? Does it actually exist? Was it just a rumor? Did it die? What is going on? And we haven't heard anything about it since March of last year. No official announcement, no confirmation from Disney or Square Enix. What is happening? So for those of you who are new to all of this, who weren't around last year, because we have grown a decent amount since then, there was rumored a while ago, a little less than a year ago, slightly less than a year ago, that there was going to be a Disney Plus TV show for Kingdom Hearts. Now this will be a big deal for Kingdom Hearts because Disney Plus is a very popular streaming service at this point, and Kingdom Hearts is also popular in its own right as a video game, as a JRPG, but still relatively niche depending on who you talk to. A lot of people know about Kingdom Hearts, but it obviously isn't in the upper echelon in terms of like gaming sales. So this would bring a lot of attraction to the show, and it would kind of be a huge way for Disney to bring more Disney fans into Kingdom Hearts. And even outside of that, depending on what they do with the show, it could be something that's really cool for Kingdom Hearts fans themselves, because we still don't know what they're doing with this. Is it going to be a retelling? Is it going to be a continuation of something we're already seeing for the fans of the series who are actively playing all the games? We don't know. To regurgitate some of the info that I talked about last year, the show is going to be created by Square Enix, or it's going to be worked on by Square Enix in the Unreal Engine. The last we heard, they were casting for the show and that they are going to be bringing back the original voice actors for a lot of characters, including the Disney characters for this show, to bring that sort of authenticity to it. So it will still have that Kingdom Hearts feel and atmosphere to it, and because Square Enix is working on it, we might be able to expect some Final Fantasy cameos in there, which I think would be just amazing for Final Fantasy even. We still have zero clue what exactly they're doing with this show, if the show even fully exists, because we heard about these rumors from some entertainment insiders who are pretty trustworthy, but I know everyone hears that with every rumor they hear. This person's trustworthy, that person's trustworthy. I feel like it's rare that you don't hear that. I don't think I've ever watched a rumor video and heard someone say, oh, well, this person, I don't know, man, they've missed a couple of times. It's always like, nah, man, these guys are pretty trustworthy. They're right about this, and this. So we don't know if they're going to be right about the Disney Plus show, but it is something within the realm of possibility. It makes sense for it to happen, but from what it sounds like based off of the rumors, it sounds like they were very early on to the development of the show anyways, and that it probably didn't even start really. Maybe just started. Like they just started like piecing it together, writing it out, animating a little bit of it, and it probably isn't even close to being done. On top of what Square's already doing with Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, all of their other stuff, like that's a whole gaming company right there doing their own separate thing. The Kingdom Hearts team would have to separate time for that show specifically on top of the games, whatever they have going on with the 20th anniversary. Which brings me to what I want to talk about a little bit more as well. Recently, they had a Disney Investor Day. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically a day where Disney announces a ton of projects, just everything. They announced that they are going to be bringing a lot of new stuff to Disney Plus over the coming years. We got a lot of Star Wars announcements I'm personally super excited about. Lots of Marvel announcements, lots of original Disney announcements as well. A lot of popular Disney movies are getting their own little animated series for Disney Plus instead of ProdigyxCD shows. But no Kingdom Hearts among any of that. But why? Why wasn't Kingdom Hearts among that? Because a lot of these shows aren't releasing until 2023, maybe even way later. So why did they announce all of those things, all of these shows that are spanning across that huge like sum of time? Why couldn't Kingdom Hearts be among one of those things? Because assumingly if a Kingdom Hearts show is in the works at this moment, it might come out within the next 2 to 3 years. So it's within the time period of a lot of these other shows. Well, Disney did announce a lot of things that are going to be happening with Disney Plus over the coming years. I seriously doubt they announced absolutely everything. Like, I'm sure over the next couple of years, there's still going to be some surprise announcements, some big announcements that are going to be coming. But that aside even, It sounds like, once again, the TV show was very early on in development to begin with, so it is very possible that while it was in talks, that it wasn't at the sort of level of talks to where they could be confident in a release window for it, where they could say 2023, 2024, especially since Square Enix is working on their own thing right now. I really like that Disney, apparently, according to this rumor, is going to Square Enix for this, and Square Enix will be the main people working on it, assumingly. It will be in the Kingdom Shader graphics engine we saw in Kingdom Hearts 3 and Melody of Memory, and hopefully that also means that the story of the show will be very good as well. But I'd say if we're going to get an announcement based on those circumstances, it's possible that the announcement won't be made by Disney necessarily, and instead will be made by Square Enix at their own separate event. Maybe during the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary. Big maybe, because it seems like we're going to be getting a game there, not a show, but who knows how much they'll announce for the 20th anniversary. It's a big deal, 20 years of Kingdom Hearts. They might go all out for it, announce a ton of projects. Do I believe these rumors personally about a Kingdom Hearts Disney Plus TV show? Kind of. It's like, I think this is a very big possibility to happen, but I'm not here anticipating it. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not thinking to myself, oh man, I can't wait for that Disney Plus show. It's kind of just like an afterthought to me, unless someone brings it up in the comment section or something, until I see some confirmation, some concrete evidence, some concrete anything that this show actually does exist. I'm not going to be super hype about it or looking forward to it necessarily or anything. The only thing I am looking forward to potentially is a confirmation or deconfirmation, just so I can know if this is something that I should be talking about going forward. And even then, it also depends on what it is, because I feel like if Square Enix is working on this, there's also a possibility that this story could take place during this saga. Maybe after the next Kingdom Hearts game, after Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex, or even after a Kingdom Hearts 4 or something within the next 2 years. It's a little possible that Square Enix decides to tell one of these stories through the TV show, which could make some fans a little angry, I'd imagine. But theoretically, right? Let's say some segments don't make it. Let's say going further into the next saga, because we know that Mickey is going to be going to Scarlet Kylam, Donald and Goof are going to be telling all the trios what's going on, Kairi's training with Aqua. Let's say instead of them making Kairi and Aqua training like a game, let's say they give Kairi a Disney Plus show or something, which I wouldn't be mad at. I'd prefer a game, obviously, as a gamer. Growing up with Kingdom Hearts, that's what I'm used to. That's how I'm used to consuming the media, for the most part, at least. But imagine they give Kairi a game where we see her training and where we see just her experience, her feelings about this entire situation while they're releasing games with Yozora, with Riku, Sora, and Quadratum, and whatnot. That's something I could see Square Enix doing, kind of. Like, think of it sort of like a Star Wars situation, like how they're doing all these Star Wars shows that take place in between episode 3 and 4, between episode 6 and 7, etc., etc. Like, think of it as something kind of like what they've been doing with Star Wars, and that's kind of the image I have in my head for Kingdom Hearts a little bit. Between some of the bigger titles, the bigger games, they have like little shows to kind of do stuff off of. But it sounds like this is just one show, and this one show would need to be a hit, because I'd imagine this would be Disney's like chance they're giving to Square Enix to push this property a little bit more. Even though Disney owns the IP, like it should be the other way around, to be honest. But still, whatever. This could be like the test basically for Kingdom Hearts on the big screen. If this were to happen, like I cannot undermine this in any way. Like, this is a big deal if this was to happen. This rumor turned out to be true. If Kingdom Hearts got a Disney Plus TV show, this series would probably blow up. Assuming the show's good. If the show's like terrible or something, then I'm gonna have to deal with people in my comments like slandering Kingdom Hearts for like ever. But if this show's good, if this show's fire, if it's amazing, and they make the right moves, Disney Plus, this Disney Plus show will probably blow up Kingdom Hearts. But we gotta see what happens though, once again. That's gonna be about it for today's video though. Again, I honestly don't know what's going on. If we do hear news about this show, I think that it would probably be in the 20th anniversary, and if not that, then who knows? Probably next year, next 2 years from now or something, when they're close to done with it. I have no idea, but that'll be it again for me today. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member. If you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, consider becoming a member down below in the description. There's a link there that'll give you all the info that you need. And last but not least, you have not already, and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.